Okay, so here we go. Vlog number 6. It is almost 9 o'clock on Sunday, the 10th of December, and it's probably going to be a quick update today because it's been a short week in terms of Adventure Antidote stuff, and I will tell you why. But first, we are £50 up on last week's fundraising. So shout out to Will Potter for donating that £50 this week. That's very much appreciated. And yeah, like I say, short week in terms of Adventure Antidote. On Tuesday, I spent a couple of hours late on Wix, improving the website with a friend of mine, Lee Barklam, who helped out a lot. So shout out to Lee as well for all his help there. We spent a couple of hours going through like the homepage, what happens, what buttons we need on the homepage, like what kind of information do people want to see, and he really helped me like design how to get it to look aesthetic but also give people everything that they need. It's tough because the more stuff that you want to say or share, you want to get it all on the page, but then the page just looks a mess. So then you're like, okay, well, what do I take away? Trying to meet in the middle is difficult. So Lee really helped there. We spent a couple of hours doing it, and then I went to the gym, and then I came back and spent a few more hours in the evening doing it again. So I think the website looks a lot better. I've still got more pages for us to fill in for the website to be full, but it's going in the right direction. The difficult thing is trying to get the website and the mobile version, the desktop and the mobile version, to both look good. It's really difficult because on Wix you can't, I can't edit them separately so much. Like if you choose a photo or you choose a background, a box, a section, you can't change that on the mobile version. So something that looks good on the desktop doesn't necessarily look good on the mobile, and then you can't remove it. And the same the other way. So you kind of have to try and find what works for both, which is difficult. I mean, unless there is a way of doing it, in which case I just haven't found it yet. So that could be the case. Wednesday, I then had a late one, and I drove down to London because it was our office Christmas party on the Thursday. So basically, I had Monday and Tuesday to do stuff. I was in the car driving from Wales to London Wednesday evening, got there really late, then out for Christmas party on Thursday, and then I spent the weekend with friends and my girlfriend down in the Cotswolds in Cirencester. So we had like a kind of Christmas couples weekend, which was nice. But it meant that I haven't really had time to do anything for Adventure Antidote, which is going to happen. Like I'm still trying to live my life at the same time. So we're going to have weeks like this. But a couple of things that have happened. Sponsorship conversations. We're getting loads of offers for product. So people are more willing to give us their stuff that they sell, whatever it is, than they are to give us money. That doesn't massively help us because we can't buy a boat with their stuff. But at some point we are going to be hosting an event, and it's good to keep the conversations open with those guys because we might do like a giveaway or something, or a raffle. So these conversations are still really helpful, and that still gives us something that we can give away or sell in some sort of fashion later on. So that's positive. Diving with the Injured charity are away this week, which means that the guys, the surgeons and the injured soldiers, are actually scuba diving this week. So they're going to get some content talking about what the charity means to them, what the charity does, why it's important, how it's impacted their lives, that kind of stuff, which means that we'll have more stuff to share, which again is good because it helps everyone else who's trying to follow us kind of really understand where the money's going and why it's a good cause. So that's really positive as well. I've had a few good conversations with people in the not Atlantic, in the ocean rowing community as well. It's quite a tight-knit community, and once you get speaking to a few people, they all kind of know each other, and some people have rowed together, some people have, they've rented each other's boats and stuff like that. So we're speaking to Billy from the Atlantic Dash this week, and he's been an absolute legend. He's given us some advice that's going to be helpful, and he said he's there if we need anything else in the future. So got him on WhatsApp, and I think he's going to be a really big help to us. He's also given us some ideas again in like how we can get ourselves on the water boat wise. Like we could rent a boat, we could buy different types of boats, we could buy secondhand boats, and there's lots of different ways that we could do this. So again, we've got some more options. So the more ways that we can consider, the more likely it is that we're going to end up on the water at the end of the day, and we can kind of figure out what we need to get us there. He also sent us a video of him and his mate doing the Indian Ocean in an open class Rannoch boat in some bad weather, and it was a gnarly video. The waves look pretty big and it looks crazy. The boat looks tiny in it, and then it cuts straight to like smooth, calm weather, and it's on like the camera's underwater, and you see these massive 2 blue whales, and you're like, holy shit, like that is so cool. So some cool stuff that he shared, and that's like pretty much the update for this week. I don't think there's too much more to add. I don't want to long it out by just chatting gibberish if there's nothing more to share. So I think that's where we're at so far. Again, like, we've got a really long way to go, but having more of these conversations, every single one that we have, it just feels like a little bit more doable. It's a step in the right direction. So yeah, it still feels pretty daunting, but we're really both starting to believe like this isn't something that might happen, like it is happening. So yeah, excited about that. And that's where we are. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this very quick update, and I will catch everyone next week.